Yeah, we're at the track covering the Sport of Kings. Coming up in this week's show, last year's Jamaica 2000 Guineas winner Mojito, coming off a lengthy layoff, ignites memories of his 3-year-old brilliance with a bossy win at Caymanas Park. The final season of racing in Barbados kicks off with an exciting win for popular jockey Shane Collymore after years out of the saddle at the Garrison Savannah. Saffie Joseph Jnr. becomes the second Barbadian trainer to achieve Breeders' Cup success in the USA. Bajan groom Peter Lopez also grabs some of the Breeders' Cup spotlight at Del Mar in California. Barbadian Rasheed Hughes secures the Century Downs Jockey's title in Canada after 5 weekend victories. And 91,000 at Flemington Racecourse watch a thrilling finish and upset win in Australia's famous Melbourne Cup. Plus the usual update on the number of Caribbean victories on the North American continent. Our opening story coming from Jamaica. And straight to Saturday's richest event, the hovercraft sprint for 2-year-olds, part of the BGLC Toba Millionaire Series, serving up a dominant victory for the US-bred colt Unspun, carving out a 10 1/4 length score after sweeping to the front coming into the home stretch. Ex-champion jockey Christopher Mamdine aboard for the win in the $2 million Jamaica hovercraft sprint. Colin Elcock's Unspun as an 8-5 second favourite, much the best for trainer Donovan Hutchinson, stopping the clock at 1 minute 13.96 seconds for 6 furlongs. Saturday's co-feature overnight allowance Cas Hochet event, run in honour of the 1982 Horse of the Year, was a test for last year's 2000 Guineas winner Mojito, who had not raced in almost a year, not since his unplaced finish in last December's Mute Mile. But the betting public was confident. They made the 4-year-old Grey Colt a 1-2 favourite, and he did not disappoint, taking control here off the final bend under jockey Dane Dawkins.
Posing already continues to have that lead. The favourite Mojito sneaking up on the rail, and in a flash Mojito has now taken charge. 3/16 to run. It is Mojito beginning to open up on the field. Posing already, hanging on for second. Oasis Jack on the outside. Taurus Boy running the rail. But this is Mojito inside the final 16th. It is Mojito, and Dane Dawkins is looking for his second. Devastating Dane Dawkins and Mojito win by double digits.
Dawkins confidently delivering the ride with a hat-trick of wins on the afternoon for his second triple in 5 race days. Superb preparation from trainer and part owner Richard Azan. Mojito back in unbeatable condition for his 6th lifetime win, this coming 336 days after his last race. Mojito by 10 1/2 lengths in the Cas Hochet as the 1-2 favourite, chased by Taurus Boy and Oasis Jack, the 2022 champion 2-year-old. Mojito clocking 1:12.61 for the 6 furlong sprint for his first win since his 11-length Guineas triumph last year June. That close jockey's title race now before we leave Caymanas Park. Radish Roman uses a Saturday triple to edge ahead of longtime leader Tevin Foster, who won twice. Roman with 115 wins now, Foster one behind with a season into its last 2 months. The Barbados Turf Club started its final season of racing for the 2024 calendar Friday at the Garrison Savannah. The Welcome Back Handicap, the headline event, over 5 1/2 furlongs in rainy conditions. It was also the first day back in the saddle after 3 years out for popular jockey Shane Collymore, and the 35-year-old jock was pressing the gas early aboard the front-running Rene, watched by Dean Springer in the combox.
Just about 3 1/2 furlongs to go. It is Rene who leads from Dancing Prospect to Bajan Azteca, stalking them despite the top weight of 130 pounds. Races third. Lightning Lewis is next. Major Dan still has all to pass, so just about a 1/4 mile to do it. Inside the quarter pole they come. It is Rene who's in front. On the outside, Bajan Azteca sat down for the drive. Dancing Prospectors next. Major Dan appears white on the outside. Here, Lightning Lewis, 6 horses, and comes storming on the middle of the course. It's Rene on the inside, on the outside. Lightning Lewis running at her. Rene and Lightning Lewis, Rene and Lightning Lewis. There's a ding-dong battle to the line. Lightning Lewis, one last surge, doesn't get there.
Right-hand cracks of the whip by Collymore ignites Rene to repel top jockey Ricky Walcott's bid on the outside aboard the great favourite Lightning Lewis. Jockey Collymore back in winner's row after a career that had been derailed since 2021 by a combination of things, including lost interest and self-confessed drug abuse. But back in business now, skillfully steering the estate of Stephen Kelman's Rene to the 6-year-old horse's second win in 10 starts this year. At 7-2 odds, the 4th best supported in the betting in the 5-horse field, Rene's victory margin in a mild upset, a half length over the 7-5 favourite Lightning Lewis. The winning time for the 5 1/2 furlong Welcome Back, 1 minute 7 seconds for trainer Hayden Nichols. Still with the Barbados theme now, because after Sir Michael Stout's phenomenal exploits in the UK, 10-time British champion trainer, the Florida-based Saffie Joseph Jr. continues to blaze his own trail, becoming now the second Barbadian racehorse trainer after Sir Michael to win at the USA's richest race meet, the Breeders' Cup. On Saturday's second day of the Breeders' Cup meet at Del Mar in California, this, the $1 million fillion mare sprint, Saffie Joseph's 19-to-1 bet, Soul of an Angel with jockey Drayden Van Dyke in the yellow cap, trailed the field for most of the trip, but steadily now gaining on the leaders.
Pleasant and Society go at it with 3 furlongs to go. They are stride for stride. Ways and Means now moves up alongside. Silla's out there 4 wide. Cyclos in behind horses. And now coming under a ride is One Magic Filly. Vaba's got a lot of work to do. Sullivan Angel is passing horses on the far outside. And they're into the stretch. And here's Silla. Silla takes the lead on the outside. Pleasant goes with her. Ways and Means and Society. Soul of an Angel on the far outside. And One Magic Filly. Oh, it's wide open. They're coming down to the finish. Who's it going to be? It's Soul of an Angel.
What a finish. Just about a length and a quarter separating the first 5 runners. Van Dyke gets up in time for the victory. He would be fined $15,600 and suspended for 3 race days for excessive use of the whip. But he doesn't know that yet in these moments of celebrating history. Trainer Saffie Joseph's first ever Breeders' Cup triumph as Soul of an Angel lands her 3rd stakes win this year.
I'm confident in Saffie and his team, that they know what they're doing. I saw videos of her over there in Florida. I loved the way she looked, so I was excited to get here, and she ran the way she looked.
Soul of Angel, what an amazing mare she is. We thought last time she won and she didn't fire. She was very restless, and we were cautiously optimistic. I mean, in racing, you never get too confident. We just try to be hopeful, and thank God for this blessing.
For the 19-to-1 score, Soul of an Angel paid $41.60 for the upset win by a half length over the 7-to-2 Bet Society. Joseph gets a $1 million stakes win for the 5th time in his career. Soul of an Angel wins the filly and mare sprint over 7 furlongs in 1:21.59. More Barbadian Breeders' Cup success Saturday in the $2 million filly and mare turf over 11 furlongs. All this live on SportsMax Saturday as Canadian entry Moira, groomed by Barbadian Peter Lopez, got this super winning ride from Flavien Prat.
Moira has taken the lead from full count. Felicia Didia trying to close the gap. More like Goddess Beautiful Love. And then comes Cinderella's Dream. They're coming to the finish. And it is Moira.
As a 5-to-1 bet, Moira wins the 11 furlong filly and mare turf by a half length over the favourite Cinderella's Dream, clocking 2:14.95 for trainer Kevin Attard and Barbadian groom Peter Lopez, whose success with Moira reaches new heights. The 2022 Canadian Horse of the Year and King's Plate winner becomes only the 7th Canada-bred horse to win a Breeders' Cup race. Won't leave the USA without adding this story that Saffie Joseph's Breeders' Cup triumph was one of 2 stakes wins he had over the weekend, because his 6-to-1 bet In Our Time here with jockey Edwin Gonzalez had won Friday's Sellers Shura Stakes at Gulfstream Park in Florida, where Saffie is champion and leading trainer. In Our Time scores comfortably in the Sellers Shuras by 3.5 lengths for her first stakes score. The winning time for 8.5 furlongs, 1:39.38 for Joseph, who is currently number 6 on the trainers list in all of North America, with horses earnings of over $14.95 million. Now, before that Melbourne Cup story, we can tell you that there's been another North American Championship title for a Caribbean jockey to report, following TNT's Pravin Badri winning at the Assiniboia Downs and Rocco Boyne, the Barbadian, at Thistledown. The Century Down season in Canada has ended with a Barbadian Rasheed Hughes as a champion jockey. A multiple champion jockey at the Garrison Savannah in Barbados, Hughes booted home 5 weekend wins at Century Downs to secure his first overseas jockey's title. With 22 wins, Hughes topped Jose Asensio with 16 and outgoing champion Dane Nelson of Jamaica for the title. Barbadian Enrico Prescott, who was runner-up last year, also in the top 5 with 10 wins in the 6-week season. The Hughes triumph maintains the 100% record of Caribbean men winning the Century Downs jockeys titles. Before him, Nelson and the Barbadian Rico Walcott. One of the world's biggest races, the rich Melbourne Cup, worth over 8 million Aussie dollars, was live on SportsMax 2 on Monday night. And what a spectacle it was. The Irish jockey, Robbie Dolan, his first ever ride in the event, in as exciting a finish as you'll see in thoroughbred racing. In the run to the wire of the race that they say stops a nation, a familiar picture in this 2-mile run of multiple horses in the field of 23 with a shot at victory in the home stretch. But keep your eyes on this 80-1 outsider, Knight's Choice, under Irish jockey Robbie Dolan.
Land Legend goes to the front with Akita Sushi on the outside. Then Zardozi back behind those Circle of Fire. Fancy Man, and from a long way back, Buckaroo. It's Akita Sushi. Zardozi a length away on the inside, wearing it down. Akita Sushi grabbed by Zardozi. Knight's Choice is coming through at any old price, and Warp Speed as well. Zardozi grabbed by Knight's Choice, and Warp Speed coming at it. Knight's Choice, Warp Speed, they hit the line. It's a photo finish.
First time riding in the Melbourne Cup, and Robbie Dolan, a part-time singer, struggled for words post-race as he enjoyed a dream moment, winning a thriller. Knight's Choice by a nose in the Melbourne Cup, beating the 25-1 bet Warp Speed for trainers John Simons and Sheila Laxon, stopping the clock for the 2-mile run in 3 minutes 19.53. Our weekly tally of Caribbean wins in the USA and Canada now before we go. In the past week, since our last show, I've counted 51 victories. Among them, the Jamaican Romero Ramsey Mirage riding 4 winners, including 3 at Finger Lakes. Deshaun Gaskin, the Barbadian rider, had 3 wins at Woodbine, and the fellow Barbadian Rashawn Latchman also had 3 wins riding at Charlestown in West Virginia. We've been at the track, covering top stories and exciting races in the Sport of Kings. Check us out again next week.